you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop on it. Rep where you from, where you post, your pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My druidic code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My druidic code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Go. Waiting.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, Dad.
Switch. Check safety.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
43 is the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Switch.
Bunt. Topper. It's 74.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Atkins. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
22 jet bomber. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Watch the screen.
They start on the ground with Andrews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Wahoo!
Watch it.
2nd and 14. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Ready up.
55, come on. Check, 55.
Hey, echo. We own it. We own it. Check, 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 check.
Mike, 55.
Protein spill.
55.
Hey, lock it. Get ready.
On first down, Andrews. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Silver. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 51 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
All down, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Run.
24, check 24. Watch the edge. He's checking.
Kill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
6-6, pull it high.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Stop your running.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Let's go.
That's another Eagles.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score 7-7.
Flank. Run.
Rush in.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
61, matchbox, lights.
On play action, Wentz. Got him in open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On first down, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. You run. Check. 50.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's get it together, defense.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
Now a play fake. Wentz will buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. Mike
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
82.
On play action, it's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check. Block 54. Bandit.
They'll run on first down. Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Get ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Andrews. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Second and 11. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, tight.
Hey, Jet.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Andrews. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Bravo. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
22-jet bomber. SOS. Check 26, check 26. Jim.
On 2nd down, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Protein spill.
Shit. Watch the twist.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. Hey, Delta. 53.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And Adams has it. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll go again with Sanders. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch. Hey, exit. Here. Look out. That's me.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I'm coming after you. Hey, stand.
Another run here with Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Let's find two. 61. Max,
On first down, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Tried the week off, hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
No. Off.
Hey, Bunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the draw, here's Sanders. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
Rush in. Rip.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Lion.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
15 line. 15 line.
54. Exit. Check. Alert flare.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You don't want no problem from me.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Ready to break.
53 is mine.
Hey, echo.
All day, dog. 53 for Mike.
Go.
53 for Mike. I'm scared. Mike, 53.
Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
53, check 53. Check.
Hey, Haywood. Yes.
Let him know.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This would put them in the NFC title game. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't.
About the journey, just getting to this